My wife is a Filipina, and I love her so much. By the end of 2012, I was sent to the Philippines as an expat. To support our team in Carmona, Cavite. This was a huge step for my career and my life in general, as I was exposed to a new culture, way different than the one that I have known. I'm just like most of the Egyptians. You get age 30 with a secure job. You marry an Egyptian or an Arab in general. It never crossed my mind to get married with any other nationality. You just follow what your parents did because that's what you know, right? A couple of months passed and I started to get used to the new situation. And on March 2013, she has joined the same company. I can't explain how I felt when I saw her, because among all the girls I have seen in my life, among the girls I've seen in Egypt or Philippines, this was different. As I go to work every day, and the same feeling happened over and over and over again. I never put much effort to impress a woman or to make a woman notice me. I'm not that guy. I never cared. I started to feel a bit of insecure how I look and what I wear. I was doing my best to avoid her. She is a strong, independent woman with an attitude. It started to get worse. I was assigned to support specifically her team. And I hate to be distracted at work. Things started to become a bit smoother, you know, became a part of the team. More topics started to open. And I found out she was planning to travel abroad for a job offer in Dubai in a 5 stars hotel. But there was a delay in her visa, and she had to get a temporary job until she get her visa. We've talked and I found out she worked in Citibank and HSBC and a lot of big companies. The funny thing is our company is really small comparing to the names I just mentioned. But it makes sense now for me. It is just a temporary job for her until she fly to Dubai. I was sent to the Philippines because my account was closed and I had two options: to be transferred to another account in Egypt or to go to the Philippines and offer my help to our side there. None of us supposed to be there in Carmona, Cavite. None of us supposed to meet. But it seems like God had different plans for both of us. She is so smart and beautiful. I even felt insecure about my English when I speak with her. She has a perfect English, no accent. I thought my English was good, but after I talked to her, I guess not.
I have bike too, yeah. I thought someone asked the question, where's his bike? Yeah, this is my bike. You see my hand? Yeah, because someone asked me, we only see her bike. Where is your bike?
Nobody asked you, maybe. Really, nobody asked you.
My year has finished with the company, and her visa was ready about the same time. Now she is ready to fly. As of the moment, we were not in a relationship yet. I was offered a job from the same company in their site in Chennai, India. But I also have the option to just go back home. At this point, I know there is something missing. It is impossible that this is the end of what I feel about her. She had a month window to travel to Dubai. I had her number among others from work. I started to text her. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I went out with her every single day until we put a name for our relationship. It was officially announced that we are dating. And it's no longer two people going to Starbucks together in Alabang and that's it. In that month of dating, we have spoken about many things: cultures, religions, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Egypt, Philippines, Middle East, everything. My wife was Christian when I married her. And I told her how much we respect the Christ, and she doesn't have to change her religion for me, as long she is a good Christian and follow the Christ. Because in Islam, we are allowed to marry non-Muslims. Also, I was honest with her, and I told her, to be honest, I hope you can be a Muslim, but I can't force you. She traveled. I dropped her off at the airport. We spoke on Skype for 7 months. It was the hardest 7 months of my life. I couldn't find a job, and she was also away from me. I couldn't stop her from going to Dubai. It was very important to her and to her career. And I am not selfish. It's not fair to stop her from chasing her dreams and her passion. Besides, that was the right thing to do. I don't have a stable job. I don't have enough money. I only have enough to survive and a ticket back home.
Alright. We can try to learn something here. What would I do without your smart mouth? Trouble me and you kick me out.
My head was revolving around me. Should I go home and then come back? Should I stay? But I never thought for 1 second to leave her. But I was suffering because I don't have income. I spent a very harsh times without her. I was that close to give up on myself until my cousin in Saudi Arabia offered me a job in his company. It was one of the biggest construction companies in Saudi Arabia. And it seemed to me a good idea at that point of my life. But in the same time, I asked myself, you have waited all this time waiting for her, and now you are giving up? You see, I'm human, I'm in pain, and I'm sure I will think of a way that we can meet up together again. But at this point, it was very hard for me. I said, "Oh Allah, I trust you, and I will never give up on you, God. Please help me. You know how I feel. You have created me. I will never stop praying to you. But I just want to understand, because my brain capacity is limited, and you know." You know what happened after that? I started to feel self-assurance when I decided to take a leap of faith and wait 1 more month until I got a job offer in a different company in Quezon City. Now she can come back. Now we are ready. God always has the perfect timing. I picked her up from the airport, and it was like my soul came back to me. Then we got married.
That you're wearing the same color. It's really nice.
All of us. Just أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
What the Imam said.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, baby.
Which hand?
Left.
Of course. Yeah. Where is my name?
Bye.